What's up guys, we're back. You probably saw in the last video at the shakedown we had a massive catastrophic failure, which was this rubber donut piece. We're not quite sure why this piece has failed yet, so we've got the car up on jack stands and we're going to have a look at it. I've also got a spare gearbox here as well, so we're going to drain the oil on the old one and see how bad the damage is, but the gearbox started making a really bad noise on the way home as well, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to put a box in the car, so let's see what happens. So it looks like when the gearbox mount was made, it was too low and it's putting stress on the prop and the donut. And that might have caused us a gearbox.
It's very
Yeah, that's very grey, isn't it?
very. But
Got no chunks coming off like on the magnet though.
yes.
So at this point in the video, we've decided that the gearbox is definitely wrecked. We think it's the output bearing in the rear of the gearbox, so at some point we'll strip that and have a little look at the bearing and see if it can be replaced, because the gears and everything are fine, so we may be able to reuse it one day, but for now it's just easier to put a second-hand box in, so that's what we've decided to do. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview as to why the gearbox and the rubber donut actually failed. Now, it was a complete oversight on my part when we had the gearbox mount made. I just didn't take it into consideration, to be honest, that the prop and the gearbox had to be in any kind of alignment. God knows why, but that's what happened. And now you can see the gearbox is actually at the right height. The mount is far too low, so we're going to move the gearbox mount up to get to the right place. As you can see now, when it rotates, there's no stress on that whatsoever, and there definitely was before. And we've also added 2 washers in these 2 points here as well to bring this end down slightly to take even more stress off and get it even more level. So should be good now.
Many months later.
So I'd actually forgotten that I took all of that footage. A lot has changed since we took that footage. Obviously the gearbox is back in the car, car's running absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever, but I managed to pick up an Emu Black standalone, which we're actually in the process of fitting at the moment. The whole inlet side of the car's off. We're doing wideband knock sensors, we're doing injectors, fuel pump, fuel rail, FPR, fuel pressure sensor, oil pressure sensor. There's just so much happening at the moment, so I just haven't had time to film anything because we're just flat out. Mapping is booked for the car for the 11th of December, so we're just desperately trying to get everything ready. I've got parts on back order in Sweden, and there's all sorts of bits that haven't arrived yet, so we're really just trying desperately to try and scrabble together and just get everything ready as quickly as we can, so hopefully we can be ready for mapping on the 11th of December. I'm aiming for sort of 400 to 450 wheel at around 1.5 bar max. I don't want to go any more boost than that. I've told the tuner I want to be really conservative because I just want it as safe as possible. With the price of 2Js now, to buy the standalone and stuff, it was a no-brainer, because to blow up a 2J in this climate is just crazy, considering the engines are now 6-7 grand. I can't risk it. So this is kind of the final thing I want to do until I just really just go out and drive the car as much as possible, just purely for safety. So once that's done, I'll do an update video after the 11th of December after the mapping. There's a drift day on the 23rd at Dunsfold at the Top Gear test track, which I really want to make sure the car's ready for. But it is going to be super tight. And then there's one at the end of February as well at Santa Pod, which is my main goal, to have it ready for February, so we've got it for the full year next year and we can just really go at it and do some proper drift days. I want to do Three Sisters, Teesside, all of those. So yeah, stay tuned, it's going to be interesting, but I'll catch you up once we've been through the mapping, and then we'll do a walk around video with an update. And yeah, I'll talk to you about what we've done to the car. Peace.